So the thing, this had been festering in my mind a little while, like the thought of interracial marriage, because when I was maybe 15 or 16 years old, somebody black man said I would never marry a black woman. And he said that, and it just struck me. And then I looked at my parents, and then I looked at him, and then I looked at a lot of other couples I saw, and I said, oh, black men don't like black women. And I said to myself, I said, if black men don't even like us black women, then we're just messed up. Like, what? If we can't be accepted by our own people, then it's just over. Like, what is that? And I remember getting like really depressed about it.
Who we are?
Right, and then that kind of like started me thinking about it, like when I was that age.
Even in the recent past, like I had a run-in the other day. I was teaching one of my students. I think he's 9 years old, and he's already a little on the bratty side. Like he really wants attention, so he'll do anything for it. But we're having like a conversation. He's actually really smart. He's one of the smart students, and he loves learning. He loves reading. But he was in a mood, and he's like, he pointed at one of the girls, this little white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. She's like, "That's my girlfriend." I was like, "Oh yeah?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I would never date a black girl." And you know us girls.
All three of us.
Yeah, I was like, they're teaching in separate corners, and we're all like, "What?" We all woke up, like we all heard him. I said, "What did you say?" And he said, "I would never date a black woman." And I said,
you forgot to mention, this boy is mixed himself.
Yeah, he's super light skin.
So he's like light skin. He has little dreads, but he has like these greenish, grayish eyes. So he's mixed.
So I was like, well, he needs to validate this statement that he just made. That was pretty brash and bold. And I was like, young man, why would you not? And he's like, first of all, they loud. I was like, he's like, they think they bougie, and they're annoying, and they ugly. I was like,
oh, that was a
lot. Well, you have reasons. I can't say they're altogether wrong, but not right either. And then we had like a little discussion about it.
You started asking him, like, isn't your mom?
I was like, is your mama black? He's like, yes. I was like, why are you talking about black women like that? Do you even know what you're saying? And he was just like, I'm not gonna date him. I don't care. I don't date him. Why am I like on and on? I was like, hey, this boy. I don't know what he listens to. I don't know what he's hearing,
But to me, the fact that a child would even say that shows that somewhere, like, somehow there is this mentality. Like, I'm not saying even majority of black men feel like that. But I think there are black men out there that are like...
And statistically speaking, the rates of interracial marriage, like how much they've risen, is like over 100%.
That, right?
Yeah, I did look at it 100%. I believe so. Which I would have to look at it again, so don't quote me, but it has exponentially grown, and I think some of it's a good thing, but like there's other options. Like, could it say something about that we don't really value ourselves or like ourselves anymore? You know what I mean?
Well, so is interracial marriages, is that wrong? Is that negative? What is it a sign of?
I don't think it's wrong. I think it's great. I think if it becomes the majority of what's happening,
then we got a problem.
Then it shows an issue. Like, okay, like, I mean, you would think these people we have things in common. You in the same sort of struggle, and not
through. All right, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and who teach well. Much peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, you brothers and you sisters, wholeheartedly waiting upon the Lord Yahweh to send his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, to deliver us from this captivity. To you I say Shalom. Now, I played this clip. This was 2 months ago by GMS Watchman. And this is the estate of the black woman. They're finally realizing that they're unwanted. It is titled, "I Would Never Marry a Black Woman. Everyone is fed up with you. Watch." So this is the truth. This is what it is. Everybody is fed up with the so-called black woman. So much so now you have black men not only choosing not to date and deal with the black woman, but they're vocalizing it. They're voicing it. She said, I heard him say, he said, I ain't never married a black woman. I never date a black woman. Fuck that. Right? Because what? The Judite woman is under heavy curses, man. According to the Holy Scriptures, according to the Bible, the so-called black woman, who is the Judite woman, is under heavy curses from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, from the Heavenly Father. Why? Because of disobedience. And ultimately, you know, we're in this captivity underneath Esau Edom. He has bred these women into being very unsatiable, very undesiring. He has bred pride in them. She even said, the dude said, they think they loud, they think they bougie, you know, and they ugly. But ultimately, it goes back to the curses, and this is in the scriptures, man. You know, the brother, he posted several precepts, you know, a few which I already had as well, or I'm going to grab. This is Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. What does that mean? It says that the daughters of Zion, when you look into the daughters meaning the women, right? When it says the daughter of Zion, it's talking about the nation. But the daughters, the women, the actual, the women, the girls within the nation of Israel or Zion, it says they are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks. Man, you go downtown Detroit, anywhere, or there's a decent high-end club or bar, whatever, you see Eve coming in and out of there, look at their necks. You can see it clear as day. They couldn't stretch their neck out any further if they wanted to. And if they did, they might get a cramp in their neck. You see? So it's not just this. Hey, this is a thing that happened in the past, and this is a thing that's happening now. It says, and they walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes. You see? The women of our nation are wanton. A woman can be out with her man, you know, and she sees somebody who may be maybe a little bit more well dressed and wearing more money on his person. You know, where there's some accessories and, you know, whatever the attire is. She all looking and staring, peeking out the side of her eyes, right? Lusting after another man. She with her dude. You see? It says, and make and tinkling with their feet. Therefore the Lord Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. And Yahweh, which is the Lord, will discover their secret parts. That's why a lot of these women are bald-headed. They have a scab, a curse upon their head, the crown of their head. That's why they can't grow hair. And if they can, it's only a little amount. That's why they have to wear wigs. They have to wear extensions and weaves to add length within their hair, because their hair is cursed. And within that curse, they're cursed so badly that even within that curse, they're still proud. They're still walking with stretched forth necks. They're still wanton, right? And that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their cowls and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets. Tell me this ain't the so-called nigger woman, man. And the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses, the fine linen and the hoods and the veils, right? So all of the different little trinkets and gadgets and accessories that the Judite woman, you know, is involved with in love. It says, and it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be a stink. That's why the black woman, they have that odor, man. Whether it comes from between their legs, right? That odor. It says, and instead of a girdle or rent, a lot of the Judite women are out of shape. They're not shapely. They might have a fat backside, but their stomach's falling out. They're tucking their stomach in their leggings. There's no figure within their shape. And instead of well set hair, baldness. And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. And then she even said it. The dude said, man, they ugly. A lot of these so-called black women are unattractive in the face. And that's the curse. That's the curse from the Heavenly Father for their pride. And ultimately, we have all been cursed, man. The Judite man and the Judite woman, but all 12 tribes of the nation of Israel are under the curses. So no one wants. The only reason why it's the so-called black woman. They feel like they've been singled out. No one likes us. We got to stick together. The black woman against the world is because they're part of the head tribe. Judah is the head tribe of the nation of Israel. So as the head tribe, you see how Judah is. Judah out on the streets, pants hanging on the ankles, right? Bugged the hell out on drugs, illicit drugs, and whatnot. Through. So much so the nigga woman. So when it comes to these curses, man, it's very serious. Now that we're coming out of the curses, now that the Heavenly Father, because when you go to Deuteronomy, the Lord said that he was going to take these curses off of us. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. You see? And thou shalt return and obey the voice of Yahweh, and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. So the Heavenly Father, he said he was going to take these, actually, let me read verse 6. And Yahweh thy power will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed, to love Yahweh thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And this is going to happen. When we get changed, the Lord's going to write the law, statutes, and commandments within our inward parts, within our minds. And these curses, they're going to go upon our enemies. And it's slowly happening. The curses are slowly being lifted off of the nation of Israel. And they're being put upon our enemies, put upon these Edomites, put upon these Elamites, these Ishmaelites, all of these ites. And you can see it, it's clear as day. Now their women are bucking up. Now their women losing their hair, being cursed. Then gradually the curses are being transferred from the nation of Israel to these heathen. However, when Jake, now that Jake is out of that slump, you see a lot of Jake with the Edomite women, man. Winning. I'm talking bad Edomite women. I know, back in the day, Jake used to get the fat, sloppy ones, the bottom of the barrel, the low-hanging fruit. But now Jake winning, man. Jake getting, you see a Jake had Bill Gates' daughter. They broke up, but ultimately, shit, you saw how big the smile on his face was. He wasn't stressing. He was living it up. He was happy, man. Why? Because he ain't had to deal with the damn nigger woman, man. The brother, he posted the scripture, it is better to dwell in the wilderness with a lion or a dragon than to be under one roof with a wicked woman. Roughly paraphrasing. Nobody wants to deal with arguing and going back and forth and headaches. You ain't shit, this, that, and the fourth and the fifth. So it goes back to the curses. So I'm going to grab these precepts. And ultimately, the Lord cursed our people, man. This is one of the curses. Amos 7 and 17. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. Look at Eve, man. Half naked, ass hanging out, boobies hanging out. You name it. And then, when they get sexualized, they want to throw a tantrum. I'm not dressed like this for you. I'm dressed like this for me. How does that make sense? You can't see yourself unless you look in the mirror. You're not looking at yourself in the mirror every step you take outside. No, everybody else in the world is looking at you. So that alone is stupid. They want to flaunt themselves. They want to put themselves out there. So a man with money, with that hypergamous spirit, if he catches her attention, what's going to happen? She going to deal with him. That's just what it is. Deuteronomy 28, verse 56, the tender and delicate woman among you which would not venture to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. So this is a part of the curses. The so-called black woman she does not speak life within the Judite man. It's always, nigga, oh, you ain't that, you ain't good enough, you know. You gotta be this way, you gotta be that way. Well, why you ain't this way? Why you ain't delicate? Why you ain't tender and soft spoken? Why you want to make your voice deeper than mine? You want to wear the pants in the house, right? Jake don't want to deal with that shit, man. So what they go get the nice little snow bunny? What Jake say? If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. And that's just the truth. Until we are changed, majority of these black women are going to die alone, man. They're going to enter into Jacob's trouble alone. Now, for you sincere Wathium out there, who may be a Judite, or whatever tribe you in, if you ain't got a man, just pray to the Lord. Change your ways. Learn how to serve a man and not your own desires. And as you pray and you fast, if that's something that you truly desire and that's something that the Lord is willing to give you, you're going to get it. But a lot of these women are going to die alone, man. A lot of these women are going to die by thermonuclear missiles. They're going to die from famine. They're either going to die by teeth of wild beast. Because the scriptures say that all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. And now they're realizing, damn, even our men don't want to deal with us. And then, the chick, she was talking about interracial relationships and is interracial relationships, are they okay? Are they good? The only interracial relationship you should have is with one of the tribes, the 12 tribes of Israel. And even then, you should really deal with your own tribe. Now, we're in captivity, so we don't know what the deal is. But you damn sure shouldn't be dating no damn Edomite, no so-called white man. That's why you women are through, man. Because you think because the so-called black man can have multiple women and we can deal with whatever woman we want to, you getting your feelings about it. He don't like black women, or he don't like his own people. Then she tried, and then that's what they do. They try to throw in, ain't your mama black? So what that got to do with she's a Judite woman too, or a Issacharite woman, or a Gadite woman, whoever. Ultimately, Judah, like I said, is the head tribe, so they have the brunt of the blow when it comes to the curses. So she has her flaws, her pride, or whatever. They're all women. It doesn't matter if it was my mom, or if it was my auntie, or if it was my cousin. Why does that matter? If all your attitudes and your mannerisms are the same. We just got to get up out of here, man, at the end of the day. And if you have a sincere heart and you wish to change your ways and follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai, then you need to repent. You need to repent. We all need to repent. Continually, daily. And pray Yahweh Shem Yahushai have mercy on us so he can get us up out of here, man. Because this ain't it. I think I had one more. That's pretty much it on that. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that out real fast because hey, the Lord, when you go to Isaiah 4:1, we're gonna get our women back. This is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So the Lord is ultimately, he gonna give us our women back, and it's gonna start on this side. Because of reproach, ultimately, it could be two things. Whether she has no child, because when a woman does not bear a child, it is a reproach unto her. Because what? Other women gonna talk shit. Oh, she ain't got no child yet? She hearing it. That's what happened with Samuel's mother. I think it was Haniah. if I'm not mistaken. Right? Samuel's mother was barren. And the other wife of the priest at the time, she was talking shit. So that was a reproach. And ultimately, having a protection, a hedge, right? The brother, he put up Isaiah 32:9. A man shall be, 32:9. Rise up, you women at ease. But when you go up to the second verse, it talks about that a man shall be a covert from the tempest, a great rock in a weary land, rivers of living water in a dry a desert. So man is going to be like it reads in Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, as the golden wedge of Ophir. We gonna get our women back, man. So ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, I pray Shalak Rayim Al Babawan, right? Send evil to Babylon, man. Destroy this place. Yahweh Razak, this be the last year. If not last year, next year be the last year we get up out of here, man. So we can experience righteousness and gloriness with our whole with the entire nation. So I that there are praises edifying and faith boosting. I want to give all praises again to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom.